Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, April 23rd, and we are going to be closing out the third week of April, looking at everything that happened between the 17th and today. This is my second take at this video. The first time around there was just way too much background noise, so I decided to refilm. I don't think you guys want to hear my kids yelling in the background. So we're going to start with our paycheck planner. This is everything that's going on in our checking account, and then we're going to look at our binders to see what our spending look like in cash. So looking at our income, first and foremost, our rollover money, we were expecting $457. We actually had $490 between from the prior week. And then in income, my husband did bring in $1,650. I'm pretty sure he brought in more, but all I was requiring from him was $1,650. And then in other income, I did make a little bit of extra income. We did make $25 in credit card points. That was from my husband's credit card points. And then I did make $20. Someone sent me $20 as a favor to some help that I did for them. So that was nice of them to do that. So we do have $45 in extra income for this week. So our total income was $1,650 plus $490 plus $45, $2,185 for the week. An increase of $78 that we were expecting. Looking at our bills, these are all auto drafted out of my account, so I just make sure I have the money in there and they just come out of my checking account. In gas, our gas bill went down. It was actually $44 this month, and everything else was the same. So our SRP, which is our electricity, was $178, $100 for the tires that we had to pay back on the credit card from last month, and then $553 for our car and $600 for a loan. So our total bills for this week was actually $1,475. And variable expenses, my husband got his regular $300. There was nothing else there. And then for savings, our emergency fund got $50. I did pull $150 to put towards our anniversary date weekend. And because my husband did make $25 in credit card points, I did apply that to our taxable brokerage. We are saving for our 10-year wedding anniversary, and so I just applied those money to our taxable brokerage. So our total savings was actually $225. Nothing changed as far as our cash withdrawal. I did withdraw $150 to stuff our envelopes. So looking over at our summary, our total income actually came out to $2,185. Bills was down at $1,475, $300 for my husband, and $225 for savings. For a total of $185. And that is all that we have right now in our checking account. That's gonna hang out there until this week, so that we can use that money to help pay bills for this coming week. So 125 minus 185, so about $60 more than what we were expecting, which is good. But that's what our checking account looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out our calendar. Again, we're looking at the 17th through the 23rd. This is the pay period that we are in, and I'm just gonna kind of go day by day, and I'm going to be unstuffing between two different categories. I'm gonna be using both my sinking funds and my family binder. So this is for like everyday expenses, and these are like once in a while expenses. So we're gonna start, we'll just go day by day. So we're gonna start on Wednesday. Wednesday was the first day of this pay period, and we had Whataburger for dinner. My son had a baseball game, and after the game we stopped to get Whataburger, and it came out to $37 for us four. So I'm gonna go ahead and unstuff that one. So there's 20, 30, 35, 36, and $37. 20, 30, 5, 6, and 7. And I'm doing this because I am a credit card user, so all of these purchases were made on a credit card, whether that been mine or my husband's. We use our credit cards to make everyday purchases, and then we take the cash out of these envelopes to pay it back every week. And then on the 18th, we didn't spend anything, which was Thursday. Friday, we went to Fry's. We did a grocery pickup for $49. 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, and $49. I did a really big grocery haul at the beginning of the month at Costco. And so since then, I've only had to pick up a few things every week to kind of get us through our meals, whether that been like vegetables, fruits, or whatever else that I didn't get from Costco. And it's working pretty nice. I think I like this new routine, so this might be something that I'm going to do moving forward. It's just I have to get myself to go to Costco. It's not too far. I mean, it's about 30 minutes from my house, so it's not terrible, but I just hate driving. And then on Saturday was a day that my husband and I spent our anniversary together. So I'm gonna bring out my sinking funds for this one. So we went to a comedy show. My husband paid for those tickets, and inside the comedy show, we spent $38 on drinks. So $38, and then afterwards we went to a sports bar, and it was $76. So we did spend a total of $114 on Saturday. I'm gonna take 120. So I'm gonna put 120, and I'm gonna take 6 back. So it was really nice. We had a good time. The comedy show was hilarious. It was a great way to spend our anniversary. But also that day, my husband did take the car to the car wash, and he did it himself. He just paid for the wash. So we only have $100 in our car envelope, and he spent $11. So I'm going to put the 100 in, and I'm going to take $89 back. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, that's just enough. So our car envelope now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, and $89. Our car really needed to be cleaned. It was pretty bad. But on Sunday, before we went to go pick up the kids, we actually went to go have breakfast. We went to a Mexican restaurant. So I'm just going to move this to the side really quick, bring back this binder. Actually I lied. So because we did have some money left over in our dates category for our wedding anniversary, we just decided to use the rest of it on breakfast for ourselves on Sunday. It was $43, but I did leave $6 in cash tip. So it was I do have to unstuff $37, but I actually did go over budget. So I only have 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, $30 left. So with that dinner or that breakfast, we did go over by $7, which is totally fine. I think the budget was $150. We got drinks, we got dinner, and we got breakfast. So it was a nice weekend spent together. So I'm not too upset about that. And then we went to the mall and we ended up buying my daughter another pair of sandals. And we spent $22 on that. So here's $20, $21, and $22. At Carter's, we bought her a brown pair of sandals. For the summertime, she really needs those shoes. So we bought those while we were at the mall. And then that's that envelope. And then we filled up my car, and that was $62 over at Fry's Fuel. So it was 62, so I'm going to unstuff 102. So 102 minus 62, that's $40. So 102, here's $20 and $40. And then once we got home from picking up our kids, we went and we had dinner. We bought some Mexican food. It was $46. So I'm going to take $50 out and I'm going to bring back $4. We haven't been really going to any restaurants lately. We've been taking food to go, which is fine with me. I feel like it's a lot cheaper when you do that. You don't have to worry about tipping. You don't have to worry about getting drinks at the restaurant. So I think that's a win for me. But yeah, that's all the spending that we did. And then Monday the 22nd was our actual anniversary date. My son had a baseball game. We ate dinner at home. That was it. We didn't do anything else. And then the 23rd, which is today, we also didn't do anything. We had dinner at home. Nothing to spend any money on. So in my family binder to last us the rest of the month, which is going to go from the 24th through the 30th. In dining out, we do have $97 left. Groceries, we have $32. Household items, we have $6. And gas, we have $46. So we did quite a bit of spending this week, but nothing too crazy. I do know that we did go over budget in our anniversary, which is now our dates category, by $7, but I'm not terribly upset about that. I'll figure out how I'm going to cover that $7 at the end of the month when I do my budget closeout for the month and see where I can pull some money to cover that. It's only $7, so I'm not too worried about it right now. But yeah, let's see what my total spending looked like for my family this week. 37 plus 49 plus 38 plus 76 plus 11 plus 43 plus 62 plus 22 plus 46. So it's $384 minus the $7 that I'm missing. So this should be $377. 1, 2, 3, 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. I'm short $6. Where am I short $6? Oh, the $6 was the tip that I actually paid in cash. So I'm actually totally just fine. So that is the spending that we did as a family this week. Now I'm actually going to move my iPad over to the side and I'm going to bring out my envelope and I'm going to see what spending I did in my own categories for my personal expenses. This is separate from what my family budgets together. So in my fun stuff category, and this kind of smeared a little bit, so you might not be able to see it. I started with $65 for this week. I spent $15 at a restaurant for my lunch while I was at work. And then I did spend $24 at, it's like a Mexican snow cone place. They're called raspados. And I bought that for my husband and I. So it did come out to $39. I'm going to take $40 out and I'm going to put $1 back. So I do have $25 and $26 left in this category. Pretty proud of that because I did not spend too much money in this category this past pay period, which is the last 2 weeks. A lot of this money was actually taken out and put into my savings challenge. So I didn't really have my regular amount to start with. So I do have $26. I'm just going to leave that to the side for now. My shopping category, I started with $50. My parents needed something from Amazon. It was 20 bucks, so I ordered it for them and I just paid for it, which is totally fine. And then on the 21st, when we were at the mall, I actually bought my husband his wedding anniversary gift. It was a pair of shoes. I'm actually going to buy him 2 pairs of shoes, but we haven't bought the second pair yet because they didn't have it at the mall that we were at. So we have to go to another mall. And the shoes were $98. So I did go over budget by $68 in this category, but I actually do have money set aside in my savings account that I'm going to use to cover this expense. So I'm not too concerned about the $68 because I do have it in my savings. So I took the $50 out and that's pretty much that. Nothing else I bought in the last 2 pay period or the last 2 weeks in this category. And then my miscellaneous money, I didn't have anything in there. I did put it all aside to my savings challenge at the beginning of the pay period, so there was nothing there. In personal, I have $20. I didn't spend anything. Clothes, I have $110. Didn't spend anything. And makeup, I had $32. I didn't spend anything. So that is all the spending that I did in my binder. So I do have $26 left over. I am going to use this $26 to put towards my 52-week savings challenge. I am on week 17, I believe. So I'm going to color in, the 26. I'm going to color in 26. So that fulfills my contribution for this week. So $26 is going to go right into my 52-week envelope challenge. And at the end of this challenge, I'm going to be using this money to buy myself a new laptop. So we're moving along pretty nicely. We're all caught up, which is good. So I don't have to fork up a ton of cash all at once like I had to do on my last pay period. And this is an envelope or a challenge that I'm funding on my own with in my spending money. So this is not coming out of any other category. But yeah, that's all that I have for today, guys. This money is going to go back to the bank so that I can pay back our credit cards for the spending that we did for this week. So far, everything is still looking pretty good as far as the budgets are concerned. We have just less than a week left of April. It's pretty tight from what we have left in our family budgets, but I'm optimistic about being able to get through the month. And then on May 1st, our budgets will reset, which is nice. So yeah, that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And if you are new here, by all means, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.